It's Thursday, July 15th, 2021. Just got back from a run. It's very hot out. Very hot out. I don't like it. It is exceeding my thresholds for being efficient in cooling myself off. I can still do it, but it makes everything harder. So anyway, the thought I had when I got back that I'm just starting to work on is about, because I got my little hair thing, starting to get dislodged as I was running, and eventually I didn't want it to fall out, and so I didn't want to lose it, so just took it out and put it in my pocket. So anyway, for like the last 10 minutes of my run, it's just and anyway, you get some looks. People aren't used to seeing a guy with long hair running in the middle of the day. Apparently that's something that's different for whatever reason. Shouldn't be, I don't think, but it is. Around here you are supposed to look a certain way, and if you don't, you get looks. I feel a little bit self-conscious, but not enough to really do anything about it or try to, blend in. It's like, what, am I supposed to run out and, I'm not supposed to, I don't know. But anyway, I don't really care. But because of somebody's reaction, they made a little, comment after I'd gone past. I don't know if it was derogatory or what. I don't know. I'm going to take it as a compliment. Getting a reaction. It's like, oh, well, good. I can, anyway. I guess I am to people, for people, as I appear to be for them. I can be, for everybody, I'm different. How, based on their suppositions and assumptions of, their entire experience of who they are and what their life has been like, and their entire catalog of observations throughout their entire life. So I am a different person for everybody I meet, whether I interact with them or not. Everybody's going to have a different impression of me and assign me qualities and attributes that I may or may not have. Most likely, I will not have them. Whatever they think, I most likely will not have them. And I have no idea what they think, and it's none of my business, and I won't ask, and it's like I don't really care that much because I'm going to forget about them, and it's like I don't really look at people very much when I'm out and about. I kind of consider it a token of respect to mind my business and not look at people, because most of the time I don't want to be looked at. I don't want to be seen. I'd prefer not to, but I don't really I'm not going to drive out of my way to go someplace where I think I can run without being seen. There are different trails I can run on, but even them, I have to cross traffic, and then I'm complaining. But anyway, back to the thing. So I am for other people who I am for them, and I guess in reverse, other people are for me what I think of them. Whether I'm even actively, consciously thinking about it, I am, intentionally or unintentionally assigning and attributing qualities to them. Making assumptions, suppositions, observations about them, based on what I see, what I hear, visual aesthetics, and so I can make broad generalizations of who they are based on how they, and even how they move and carry themselves, and their gestures, and I guess even to, like, what's the word? Oh, what is the word? Superficialities. Just how they present themselves to the world. Now I dress very plain. I don't want people to know anything about me. Um, it takes work to get to know me, and I don't like to get to know people very much. So I just carry myself with as little information about myself as possible. I don't want to give away anything. So it's like white shirt, and I've got black shirts on. And my Saucony's. If anybody, to the casual observer, maybe somebody else that knows about Saucony's would be like, oh, well, you must like to run, or walk, or hike, or bike. They're just, they're athletic shoes. Or at least they're, geared towards being active. And, they got really good tread. I like the tread. They're good for running in the rain. All weather, snow too. But not deep snow. Well, I haven't run in deep snow in a long time. But they can do it. So, anyway, I was thinking about, it's like, I won't know anything until I've explored. And it's like, based on what the information I have, and my feelings and experiences up to now, it's like, yeah. It's like, I'm okay to just, yeah. Why not? I like everything, that I've come across. I'm not so scared, and there's things to be like, but there's things about me too, and all these unknowns. I don't know everything. I wouldn't begin to know it. It's like, and there's even lots of things that I don't even think to know. It's like, to ask questions about. I don't know what questions to ask. And it's like, same thing about me. There's lots of things that are probably about me that I don't think to mention, but they're a lot about me. But do I talk about it? No, because I don't think much of it, because to me it's just normal. And it's like, So, I don't know. I'm having a good time being just a part of, some weird experience. And, whatever emotional attachment or emotional interaction or experience, that it's like, yeah, it's welcome. I like it. And it's been a growing experience, I think so. From my perspective, it has. And if anything, I've been trying to deter and moderate myself. Because for the longest time, it's like, I felt like I was interfering, interrupting, being a nuisance, being a pest. This is me. This is my standard stuff that I tell myself without any assistance. These are the standard things that I will just think about myself. The lies that I tell myself that I don't even realize. It's my internal monologue, how I talk to myself, based on my experience of how everything occurred in my life. It's how I felt about myself based on how I interacted and understood the world, and how I felt the world responded to a person like me. And I just, the outcast, the outsider, always looking in from the outside, wanting to be accepted, but just always having to, observe what other people were doing and try to be like them, and not succeeding because everything, just was so fake that, people could tell. I don't know. I wasn't good. I mean, I was good enough, I guess, but I was never able to blend in to the point where it was like absolute camouflage. I was always just, and it took so much energy too, that I was like, well, I couldn't keep it up. And, being all these different people for all the other people, it's like, and so it was just a lot easier just to not be around people and just, well, it takes less energy and I don't mind being alone. I'm, it's kind of, well, I don't know how much of that is true anymore. It's like I just preferred, I grew to be okay being alone because being around people just didn't work. Because, I just couldn't talk. Or I didn't know how to do anything, really. And I just, so. And so I guess I don't really get to know people very well. And I don't, usually they lose interest or go away. And so it's like, I don't know. They find out things about me and those raise red flags and they go away. That's why it's like one of those things where I'm just constantly like, this is me. This is everything. This is as much as what I can think to. So it's like if I'm going to be rejected, or, it's like I want to be rejected on, with complete or full knowledge. So it's like in advance. So it's like, I don't want to like run into it later. It's like, oh, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, it was nice getting to know you, but, and then they quietly go away. And I'm just like, well, I wonder what it was this time that people found so objectionable. Because, people are nice and they usually don't tell me. It's usually, I just tend to, get overwhelming, get over-attached, maybe smother a bit, maybe, so I'm trying not to do those things, because that's what I think other people find strange. Well, I don't really know. I'm just guessing. So I'm trying not to give attention. Trying not to, because that's the impression I got too. Because giving too many compliments, it's like they're appreciated, but it's like, so it's like, oh, okay, I won't give too many compliments. I will hide them. I will hide my compliments in interesting ways. And I think I've had some success there, and but sometimes I just can't help myself, and it's like, oh, they're just there, and it's like, so my adoration, I guess. So I try not to give myself away too much. But I don't know why. It's like, I guess is it part of, it's like, I guess I wrote some notes earlier. That might become something later. I don't remember what the notes were, but I was pretty happy about them this morning. Thoughts on waking. So it's like, I was thinking about how it's like playing, a game. But it's not a game, because I'm taking it very seriously. Because that's, well, I am. And it's like, yeah. But I'm still trying to play by rules, but I don't know exactly what all of them are. So I'm just, that's where I kind of stumble, and it's like I might say too much or too little. Um, so I'm still trying to figure out exactly, or maybe I'm not supposed to be, and maybe I'm just supposed to, I don't know, be open and just ask questions, but in what form, in what media? Because, it's like, I am a private person, and I don't like just, and it's like I don't want to be too presumptuous and assume um, things that aren't, it's like I'm not granted permission or granted access or acknowledgement, or, it's like not there yet, not trusted yet. Trusted, but not trusted enough, or I don't know exactly. I haven't gotten to what I believe is, just that permission. Or maybe it's waiting on me, or, but as far as I'm concerned, it's like, yeah, for my end, it's, permission granted, access granted. Ask questions. And, and it's like, what now? It's like, what? Or just, keep going with what I'm doing and see what happens. Maybe now is not the time, and I don't know. See, I'm just being available, emotionally available as best to my ability, and just being myself to the best that I know how to be, and trying to enjoy the interesting experience that I find myself in. So I think in somewhere in there it was like an all or nothing type of situation. It's like, yeah, it is. And yeah, I haven't seen or heard or, it's like anything that's, it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's just so crazy. But I like it. So I'm not one for convention, I suppose, or taboos. So, and like I am fond of saying, it's like I could be wrong about the whole thing. That I am just reading. I'm just totally wrong about how I'm interpreting everything. But, because that's like my default setting is I'm wrong. That's somehow I'm wrong. I don't know how I'm wrong or why I'm wrong, but I'm wrong because that's what I tell myself. Because that's always kind of how it's been for me in my experience. So it's like I try to be right for myself. Even if I am wrong, then at least I know I was being true to myself and I was right for myself, because that I can be certain of. When I'm not certain about what's going on elsewhere, because elsewhere is a lot. You know, so I really am hoping that I'm not wrong. I don't think I am. I, I can't always be wrong. Can I? Probably. If there was a way to do it, I might find it. But anyway, that's my own negative self-talk. So try to be, you know, I can't, it's just so much. And it's pretty great. So I shouldn't, this is where I don't take myself too seriously when my thoughts turn in that direction. It's like, no, don't do that. So I try not to. So when I go to write what I write, it's like that person doesn't get much airtime. So they get a little whisper from time to time, but then I realize it's all about self-pity and, you know, it's been a rough road to here, you know, but all of it helped teach me things that make me or allow me to be the person that I am. So I cannot really regret anything that came before now, because it all became part of me, better or worse, you know. So I like what I know, I like what I feel, I like what I see, and I might be wrong about the whole thing. I don't think so. Even if I am, you know, still, I wouldn't change a thing. It's been good. And like I say, the worst case scenario is I've got a really good friend. And that might be all that's wanted, too. And the rest, it's like just a fantasy or a fiction that I'm telling myself, that I'm creating on my own. But again, I don't think so. So, but if friendship is all that is wanted, then I can do that. I will restrain myself and confine myself to, and I won't, you know, or I could just disappear entirely, you know, whichever's easier, you know. So I wouldn't like to disappear entirely, but if, let's just not say that, because that is something that I always, you know, that was my thing that I did, and I don't like it, and I don't have to do it again. So I can, like, be a person that doesn't feel that they have to do that. You know, just because things don't go my way or reality doesn't take, you know, the shape that I'm kind of hoping for. So I don't know. I'm just rambling. I am tired. You know, just had a day of work and went running, and I haven't eaten. And hydrated. So there we are. And again, I don't believe these things get looked at. I really kind of hope that they don't, even though I talk about them and mention them. But this is more of an archive, because I want to know what I was thinking, and like, what did I know when? What was I thinking when? When did I start to suspect? There's like a great secret that I know the answer to, but I and not. I'm not allowing myself to believe in it as a safety measure. You know? So it's like, I believe, but I'm still just not, like, in disbelief. So I'm like, so, but I'm very close. Like something, I don't know what I'm waiting for, what I'm looking for, what sign, or something. But so far, it's like, I'm okay to, continue. And maybe that's enough. You know, one day at a time, every day. It's like, yeah, yeah, because anyway, I should go. This is getting long. And I'm not really getting to the point because there really isn't a point. I just wanted to talk a little bit, have some quality time, make fun of myself a little bit. And, so, this is what I was doing on July 15th, 2021. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, yeah. That was my time today. I wasn't going for any particular time or distance. So, but it was pretty good. I'd taken some time off because my ankle was bothering me again. So it felt okay today. I'd rested it long enough. So I really need to stop. Whenever my ankle's feeling better, I just want to run every day until it hurts again. And it's like, no, I need to put rest in between. I don't know. Okay, I really should go. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, I'll just keep on talking.